flexibility now, and we're going to strip this right back down to the basics. So this first session, we're looking at the first step. The key thing to remember is how we project our hips in different directions. We're starting off in a straight line, so linear, but imagine we'll then progress over the next few weeks to different directions. This is the fundamental thing we're working on. When I jump up, I try and move my hips as high as I can. So as I do so, my ankles, knees and hips all straighten or extend. When we start in a straight line from agility position, from this position here, I'm going to do exactly the same thing, push off both legs and start. Conversely, nothing like this. Or there. Everything's going from both feet pushing off. So watch my hips, I'm trying to get from there to there as quickly as possible in as few strides as possible. See the difference if I just push off one off. It's quite a tricky concept to get. Most of the young athletes are struggling the first 3 or 4 times. So strip down, get this pounce position, ready, and I'm going to drive off both legs. So try that a few times, and if in doubt, reinforce. Both legs up, both legs up. Once you've done that a few times, you get the idea of pushing off both legs. Check that both legs are extended, not so initially some people might be going up and down. Try and get those hips going forward. Once you've done that, you've got the hang of that, try a staggered position. So one foot slightly in front of the other, one foot here. This position here, opposite arm. And again, the same idea, pushing off both feet. And again, it's just doing a few reps, having a rest, thinking about it, drive, extending both legs. Again, do that. Next progression from a 3-point stance. So it's 2 feet, 1 hand. Exactly the same. Slightly easier to get the feeling in a 3-point stance. And again, it's easier to hide the basic mechanics. So again, you don't want to come up, you want to go forward. Once that's done, 4-point. Two hands to the feet. Is that clear or not?
Yeah, sure.
I did that whole sequence in about however many minutes, sequentially. You may just need to break down from this position here first without adding those extra ones. If there's doing things like this here, don't progress to the next level. Don't start changing direction or add stimuli or cues in until they get this feeling of this. So it's better to do that in every warm-up and do it little and often until they get that feeling, and then do your normal training rather than bosh through these. So the second stage now is moving laterally. So we just established that moving our hips forward or up. So now we're trying to shift our hips sideways. 2 ways of doing this is what's known as an open step. crossover step. So initially, a lot of people might do crossover steps. But you've got to question how, when I get to my position A or B either side, am I in a position, am I ready to do something? Okay, and a crossover step like here leaves you in a position where you're vulnerable and exposed to not being able to execute your skill. So if we train both,